That's right, everybody, live and direct from the USA. You are now rocking with the best. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Listen, guys, I took about 2 days off. I was down in Miami soaking up some sun rays. I was out in NYC walking around Times Square. I feel rejuvenated and beautiful. And right now, I'm really excited. It's a lot of energy I feel like flowing through our community, so I'm just happy to be on the air trying to help you guys make some money and get on it. So one of the things I wanted to do without further ado is let you guys know where the money is to be made on the market. And right now, that is in Dash. If you don't know, now you know. I told you guys back, I believe it was right around Memorial Day, right before June 1st, that Dash is cash. And that man on the left, you feel him peeling that mustache. That mean he ready to count up some money. That's how they do. When they get a lot of money, they just start smiling and they twist that mustache up a little bit, and it's time to make it rain. So one of the things I think that we have the opportunity to do is when Bitcoin is kind of sitting sideways in flux like it is right now. What I like to do, I don't like to wait on nobody to make some money. And Dash has doubled, you guys, just about doubled since the time I put this video out. And what I'm telling you right now, this was the first look at it. This was back. You can see this is on the YouTube channel. So you can see back May 28th, I made this video. I went through the whole, green over the orange, green under the orange, buy, sell channels. This was back May 28th. I said, buy Dash. It's about the spike. Back in this video, it was 0. Looked like about 3.0. Yeah, it doubled. It was below 0.04. So if you rode with me, hopefully you did. I got a few tips after that video. I appreciate it. So a lot of people made some money. What's happening right now? It's ready to take off again. 0.08. Don't think that it's just, spiked and that's it, because we will see from this chart in itself back, not too long ago, just about eight months ago, March 21st. When was that? No, that was 3 months. This is last March, so a little bit over a year, 18 months. 18 months ago, this thing, was up around 0.12, 0.11, and right now it's still on sale. It's under 0.08. So what I'm going to show you is how we get there. And again, the purpose of this video is to really show you guys how you can continue to make money even when Bitcoin is more or less sitting sideways. We don't really know what's happening with this right now. If it gets above, $2,700 right there, then we're going to go up. If it goes below $2,300, we're going to go down. But until then, it's really no point in me dragging it out and trying to, point on to 1,000 different ways it could go either up or down. All I'm telling you is once it goes up, buy it. Once it goes down, sell it. But in the meantime, let's flip this Dash. Okay. So that's what we go look at right now. This is our trade and view chart. We are on a 343-minute candle. And as you can see, Dash is above water. What do we mean by that? We mean that the green line is above the orange line. I teach you guys exactly how to set this chart up. I teach you how to do it in trading view so you don't have to worry about it on your own. One of the things I also have, I have different indicators on here. So real quick, just to start fresh, we go to drawing tools, remove all tools, right? And this is our chart from the jump. So what do we see? What do we see? We see Dash is above water. That means this is a good time to buy. The best time to buy would have been on this initial breakout. And that was when the green broke above the orange, right back here, second week in June. I had given you this day on my first video, I think I waited till about right there. It tested it, went down again, and it confirmed it right there. So that was actually a breakout confirmation. So we use that as one of our first areas of support. Next thing we see is this thing has almost been scaling up every, I would say about 2 weeks. It looks like it goes up and comes down and more or less forms a new area of support. So once we see that that's the situation Dash is in, then it becomes pretty easy to understand where the future dips will be and where we should look to buy. I was in the chat earlier, and one of the guys was saying, I think he was on a 77-minute chart, one of these quicker charts up in here, and he said basically he saw, you know, the green was crossing below the red, but we know in a strong bull market, it's not gonna get far below that orange. It's just, this is how the chart talks to itself. This is what I tell you. It tells itself where it's going to go before it gets there. So like right there, when that red crossed that orange, right, we could have known that in order for Dash to continue this strong uptrend, it was going to have to go up. So this is actually the point where you wanted to buy at, right? I'll say right about there. You know, was probably your strongest buy signal most recently. And a lot of people saw that. And a lot of people were able to get more Dash even during the swings, just because it has so much momentum inside it that it's not just going to break down on its first dip. So this is how you can see it when it's strong, you know, on the 343 chart, 343-minute chart, which it is right now. Then you can jump down to say a 77-minute chart and play the cycles. And this is what I teach you, or I'm sorry, what I showed you guys how to do a little bit in the video called How to Short Cryptos, to where we actually walked through, I believe Litecoin was stepping up and stepping down. And a lot of this is predicated on these intersections. So where the green crosses the red, you can see even right there, you know, it either breaks down or breaks up. So it tells itself on the smaller candles how it's going to be filled out on the larger candles. And this is the exact same thing with Dash. So just playing the swings and knowing that, you know, that red is temporarily below that orange, that spot right there. Let's see if I can do this right here. Look like, you know, no, I'm trying to get this live real quick. Ellipse. I guess we can do an ellipse. Oh, arc. Here we go. There we go. That little yellow area, and we'll change the color because you can't really see it. But that white area right there, even though, you know, it looked like it went negative, that was your biggest opportunity to buy. Because again, what goes up must come down. And in order for any trade to keep going up, it does have to come down and catch its breath. You got to think of it like a race. Remember, we talked about this. Think about it like a race, right? The longer that green line gets away from that orange line, it's going to get tired. And eventually it has to come back and touch it just to get its energy. And then it's able to go again. And so now this is exactly what's happened. Dash has broke away, came back down, caught its breath for about, you know, let's jump back up here. Right now, we're still pretty high. You can tell this is how it works, because when it jumped out right here, it got really, really far away from that orange. Then it came back, settled down. And this was a span of about, looks like right around a week, 7 days, you know, so it doesn't take long. And now it's on its second cycle. And what I'm saying is that little dip right there was just an opportunity for you to get back on board, because now it's going to be consolidating, moving into a similar channel that it did right here. You know, when it came together The exact same thing is going to happen to Dash, where probably inside a week, you know, we'll be making a break above that box and going to a new all-time high with Dash, and your boy BK hopefully will be getting some more tips from y'all, you know, that's making some money. And this thing will be a beautiful bullish confirmation. One of the things I want to make sure you guys are realizing is that even though this thing is outpacing the rest of the market consistently, it's really nothing to be worried about because it's built into the chart. All it's doing is confirming what it's done before, and it's confirming what it's able to do in the future. So for example, when we throw this thing up against Bitcoin, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. And this is actually one of the things I really did want to show you guys, is because one of the reasons I think we may be headed down with Bitcoin is because Dash is getting so much stronger, and nobody on the internet has showed you this chart, but I'm about to do it right now. When you compare Bitcoin to the USD and lay it over Dash to Bitcoin, you'll see exactly what we're doing here and why I say Dash is cash. Check that out. And this is not my right scale. Bam, bam. Holla at your boy. Okay. What do we have here? We have almost a complete one-to-one inverse relationship. This has gone up a little bit, but that just means that Bitcoin was supposed to go down a little bit and still hasn't. Because when I look at this thing, if you take that side of it, you can see that when Dash went higher, Bitcoin went lower. When Bitcoin went higher, Dash went lower. What happened right now? Dash went higher, Bitcoin consolidated, and this is why I think we may have, in addition to the fact that, you know, we didn't fulfill our reversal from that last chart, we may have a situation to where Bitcoin goes down more or less to consolidate before it breaks up again. And this is really just going back against history, against what Dash has done already, and what Bitcoin has done already. So remember, when I tell you guys, you need to learn as much as you possibly can about one spot in time in the chart, because from that one spot, you're able to learn a lot more about other places. So just be prepared. Bitcoin right now, once it breaks above $2,600, then Dash will probably pull back a little bit, because that means everybody's going to be dumping their money into Bitcoin to try to catch the next all-time high. If it breaks below 2,300, guess what? Dash is going to go up a lot, because everybody's going to look at Dash as the next big thing, while Bitcoin goes down to 1,800. That's it. It's really that simple, you guys. It doesn't have to be overly complicated. Don't look too much into it. Just understand how the relationships tie in together, and you can easily make some money. You could have doubled your money in a month when everything else was going down 60, 80%, you know. And Dash is one of those opportunities for you. Dash is still cash. We do have the Facebook group, guys. Let me tell you something. We got the #1 crypto community in the world. I wake up at all hours of the night, you know what I'm saying? And I get excited. You know why I get excited? Because your boy is literally flying around the country, meeting the movers and the shakers, and honestly, some of the innovators, some of the most brilliant minds, you know, in the cryptoverse. And this guy just happens to be one of them. His name is Reggie Middleton. He had the most successful ICO in the world ever, point blank, period. It's called Veritasium. You know, he is more or less going to be the Black Warren Buffett of Bitcoin. is pretty amazing. I had the opportunity to sit down on the couch with him for about 2 hours, him and his wife, and then we went out to dinner right there around Times Square. His office is literally on the 39th floor, looking over Times Square, right down the street from Goldman Sachs and all these other huge companies. And this guy is changing the game from the inside out. So what I'll do over the next couple of weeks is, put together his interviews. It was a lot, so I have to go through it and chop it together and consolidate it in a way that's easy and simple and entertaining and informing. You know how I like to do. Just keep it lively, keep it fun. Because it was about 3 minutes into it, and I was sitting on that couch like, oh my goodness, what is this dude talking about? So it's like, his coin at the end of the day, it allows financial institutions to get the research that they need to be profitable in the future. That's one of the huge things in any business is understanding your industry, understanding the numbers, understanding the research, understanding they call it competitive intelligence. And that's what he specializes in. You can look him up on Google. He actually, I remember back in the day, CNBC had this stock competition where, you can enter, I think they were giving away like $1 million. You could pick your portfolio, and the winner, got $1 million. Well, he won it 2 years in a row against everybody else in the world. Wall Street, all these huge, big financial brokers. This guy, won it hands down. In fact, they stopped doing it because they didn't want him to enter it just to win it because the other guys were saying it wasn't fair. So long story short, he made his own token, and it's doubled in the past month. While Ethereum has gone down about 30–40%, his coin Veritasium has doubled. So that's just a testament to show the value that he offers and the people that's starting to see it. So that was really awesome. And that's one of the things I get excited that I'm able to do and, share with you guys on some of my experiences with. That being said, that's really all I wanted to do. I did want to show people some love. So if you in the chat, hold on 1 second. I'm coming right over to y'all. Let me see. How do I need to do this? Because y'all are not on this screen. Y'all should be though. All right. Let's see. Let me see if I got any questions in the chat right now. Warren Buffett. More like, yeah, that's not funny. A lot of people, this is the thing, a lot of people were asking me about ICOs. And one of the reasons I haven't covered any recent ICOs, and I will be quite honest with you guys, is because probably 80–90% of them at this point are pretty much garbage. I feel like all of the relative content that we'll be using in the immediate future has come out more or less, and everything else right now, it's so much garbage coming out that you can't tell the difference. So I don't feel comfortable or confident, and I get approached. I get emails almost every day. I don't feel comfortable or confident endorsing any of these new ICOs that are literally just there to take people's money and not provide any relative growth or benefit to society. I think, and that's one of the things I do. I'm very selective about who I choose to vouch for. And that's why I actually had to come to New York, shake this guy's hand, sit on a couch and talk with him for 2 hours before you even ever knew that I knew who he was. So a lot of these other ICOs out there, I'm not going to spend time or dedicate my energy covering essentially what may be just some scam artist with a token coin, that are looking to take people's money, get rich, and not really provide any benefit. So that's one of the reasons I have not intentionally looked at other ICOs. But this guy actually had the most successful ICO, in the history of the cryptoverse. If you do the math, it's a lot of money that came in. It's a lot of money that's behind it. And once some of the big financial people in the game come on board, it's going to be a lot more money that continues to flow through it. It's an amazing opportunity, and I look forward to educating you guys on how it works, how it comes together. If you do have your own ICO, if you do have a new coin that's coming out, let's do this. How about you reach out to me? I'm not very hard to get a hold of. I got my LinkedIn right there in the description. So if you do have something that you feel will be beneficial to our community, feel free, reach out to me. I will get the information. We can sit down. I will fly to your city, sit down on your couch in your office, and ask the questions that the community wants to be asked. So don't think that I'm against all ICOs. That's not the case at all. But if you do have one, by all means, reach out to me. And my job is to look out for the best interests of our people. I feel like sometimes people get taken advantage of, at least with society and financial institutions, and it's always somebody there to take your money. You know, the people working, struggling, competing, fighting each other for $14 an hour plus benefits, right? And then these ICOs come around and raise $70 million in 3 hours. Like, how is that even feasible? So if you are one of those guys that raised $70+ million, by all means, bring me on your couch and we'll talk about it. But until then, I'm really not going to dedicate any more time to covering you, because as far as I'm concerned, you got a lot of coverage. So let's do this. I just got this chat to work right now. If you in the chat, shout your country out. You know what I'm saying? Let the people know where you from, where you rocking with. And we go come back to it. One last thing I wanted to do. I need to get this thing back up and running. So we do have a link in the description for Eventbrite. I will be putting together a new list of July picks for cryptos. One of the reasons I held off on it again is because Bitcoin is still sitting sideways. We don't know which way the market's going to go, but I've been trying to enlighten you guys between the different picks with Dash, Litecoin, Ripple. Is still on the fence. I think it's coming. Nemcoin, I think it's coming. Ant shares has gone up a lot. I haven't covered that, but I will. And so, it's an opportunity for us. So one of the things I will be doing is coming out with a new list of picks. Another thing you can do is schedule a one-on-one. If you have coins in particular you would like to talk about, by all means, reach out to me and we can set that up. It's our meeting. We do it face-to-face via Skype, Google Hangouts, whatever is comfortable with you. And it's payable in Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Boom, keep it moving. All right. So what do we got? We got Veritasium, Tampa, Florida, Santa Cruz, California. I was really trying to I had a lot of people in the chat earlier. I'm just going to read them in the chat I had on my iPad, so I don't have to, try to find everybody. Let's see. West Texas, Florida, Alabama, Dallas, Kansas, Cali, Elgin, Illinois. I see Michigan about 18 times. New Zealand. What's up? Michigan, Florida, Texas, Oklahoma City, San Fran, London, Spain, Chicagoland, Austin, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Who do we got? Who else? Cali, baby. San Fran, NYC. I'm in NYC right now. What's good with tonight? I'm trying to pop some bottles. I'm trying to go out. You know what I'm saying? Let me know where the spot is in downtown Manhattan. Sydney, Australia. I just got to talk like that when we got our mates down under, South Florida. And that's it. That's all we had in chat. So that's all I got time for tonight. It's been beautiful, you guys. Dash is a great pickup right now. Litecoin is still looking strong. Anytime Litecoin drops below 0.2, go ahead, scoop it. You won't be upset with yourself a couple months from now. If you got any questions, please join our Facebook community. The doors are always open, and we are literally looking at charts 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We 4 people since the time we started this video have requested to join. I post different topics that I'm covering. It's really a great community. This is one of the things. This guy is pretty cool. He's doing a lot for us, showing different techniques and different types of ways to be profitable on these swing trades that we just talked about. I think he's talking about Litecoin right now. Yeah, between Litecoin and Dash, just play the swings, in the meantime. That's all I got for you guys. If you appreciate this content, just give your boy a thumbs up right now. Let the world know, what I'm saying? We got the #1 crypto community out there. That way, when all of our people come back, this video pops up to the top of the list and they're able to share it with their friends. They're able to make some money, because that's what I want to do. I want to help you guys empower yourself through Bitcoin. The reason I'm able to travel the world and meet all these influential people is because I want to empower others. That's why I'm here. If I wanted to work a job and make 6 figures in a cubicle with a company with its logo on the building, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? I make these videos. I'm sitting here 9:30 at night in downtown Manhattan, sober, drinking a glass of water, sitting here talking to y'all through YouTube. So it's like, when I see these opportunities, I want to share them with you. I want to empower you. I want you to feel empowered, and I want you to be able to empower others. Together, everyone achieves more. That's teamwork right there, baby. Hey, this is your boy BK signing off. No matter where you stay, from Brazil to the Bay to Germany, halfway through Portugal and back up through Spain. Good night, good morning, and good day. Stay cryptic, y'all. Take it easy. Catch you on the flip side. Peace.